Journeyman! It's Friday. Time for another video. Alright, let's talk about it. What are we going to talk about this week? I miss Monday. It's beginning to look like a trend. As you can see, I'm sporting my Aqua Bear stuff. They're currently still down. Pool's still under maintenance, but gotta support my coach, Justin. Anyways, so what did I learn? Well, I'll tell you. Today was hands down the single hardest workout I've ever done on a bicycle, period. And most of you may think, whoa, let's see. If you remember correctly from my first couple of videos, I did 523 miles in 5 days. And that was tough, and Ironman bike was tough, and training for the Ironman bike was tough, but training with this new coach, Jesse, is different, for sure. So, we've been slowly building up my neuromuscular system, which is very high heart rates, getting that really deep muscle contraction. And I have to say, going into the workout that I'm about to describe, it was 6 rounds, 12 minutes at 250 watts. Christian, 6 rounds, 12 minutes at 250 watts. That's trash numbers. You're able to say what you want. But at the end of the day, that's good for me, okay? So, that's good for me, okay? And I survived it. And I cried my freaking little heart out when I was riding. So, going into these workouts this week, I was just not feeling it. I felt like shit. I wasn't eating what I was supposed to be eating. Just haven't been disciplined, to be honest, if I'm being truthful. I haven't exercised my disciplined muscle very much. And until you're willing to acknowledge that out loud and then to yourself, I realized that you can't expect and you can't give guidance to someone unless you yourself are following the same guidance that you're giving to people. So I say that to say this. I made it. I did it. I cried. I was depressed. I was freaking discouraged. I was nervous, scared, anxious, confused, going all of this. Like this workout, I saw it on my Zwift, and I'm like, oh God. I know it's gonna be hard. I know it's gonna be really hard. I've never done anything like this hard. So I guess I'm proud of myself. I don't know. I made it. I was depressed. I went through this workout. On set 2, I was freaking bawling my eyes out thinking set 3, there's no way I could finish this at these numbers. My legs hurt, I'm tired, I'm feeling sorry for myself, right? And 12 minutes is a long fucking time. I don't know if you guys know that, but 12 minutes is an eternity when your heart rate's 170. Okay, so what happened? I started playing the There Is No Tomorrow by when Apollo was training Rocky in the gym. He was hooking him, getting ready for Clubber Lang. So that's how I felt. I felt like I was afraid to say that I'm scared, and I was afraid to say that, and honestly say that how I was feeling about workouts and how my process is going and being the journeyman that I am, right? My path. So I'm just gonna take this moment to formally celebrate the fact that, hey, guess what? I'm still standing, I'm still here. And I'd like to celebrate with these Welsh sparkling, non-alcoholic, red grape juice cocktail. Here you go. You guys know how I love sparkling stuff. I'm still working on my AHA sparkling water sponsorship on Facebook. And obviously I've emailed them a bunch of times. So, let's see. That was basically what I've been going through. I'm gonna start doing ice baths more often. And I realized when I was doing ice baths back in North Carolina before I moved to Tucson, Arizona, I was doing them for me. I was doing them for the mental benefit, right? And I realized when I was here, I was just like, my first inclination was like, hey, let's grab the phone. I'm pretty sure I just used that word wrong, but my first idea when I grabbed the hot tub or the ice bath, or when I turned it on, or when I was gonna get in there, was to grab my phone. Was to grab my phone and be like, ooh, let me show how tough I am, blah, 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 blah. And I realized that kind of cascaded into almost everything that I was doing at that moment, right? So I was just trying to just show off like how tough I was, and I would just get in there for a minute, and I was completely missing the point of doing an ice bath. Yes, it still works no matter how you feel, if you get in the water, blah, blah. But for me, I started doing ice baths to just suppress the thoughts that I was having, the depressing thoughts that I was having, the anxiety, the overwhelming desire to fit in, basically. And it works. It works if you do it every day, at least for me. So when I got to Tucson, I was just doing it to do it, to just to show off, and that's the wrong reason to do anything. I realized that there has to come to a point where you're doing it for yourself, and you're doing it for your family, and you're not doing it for the approval of other people. And that's such an important lesson that I would like to drink to again. But more importantly, that's an important lesson to look back on when you're on your journey, whenever you're going through something. And it's so enduring that you're wondering, like, what are you actually doing it for? Because I'm telling you, when you're at minute 48 and your heart rate's 170, 167, whatever, you question why you're doing stuff. You question yourself, your identity, your path, your why am I doing this? It can just be, it's so easy to just stop right here and then give up. But I realized that this is not my job. I don't have to do this. I want to do this. And I work out every day because I'm past the point of like motivated. Like motivation is shit to me. I don't want to do this every day. You know, like there's days when I don't want to do anything, but I still do it. And it may not be the best performance of my life, but I show up, and I realize that that's 97% of life. You just got to show up, fail, probably, I don't know, several times. I failed for the past 2.5 years, consistently. You can't be afraid to fail, that's what I realized. So, once you're willing to just throw yourself into the abyss and crawl your way back, your life will change, your mindset will change. You wake up, and even when I wake up, let's be honest here. When I wake up, most of the time, I'm not pumped up to wake up, you know? I'm not inspired, I'm not whatever people want to use. It's not that. It's deeper than that for me now. It used to be like, yeah, I'm motivated, let's go. But I guess when you've been doing it, and I hadn't even been doing it that long, but I've been working out my entire life like this. It just hasn't been for triathlon. If I don't work out, I get depressed. If I don't work out, like my whole personality changes. So I need that. Whatever working out provides, I need that. I need to go through something that I survive and overcome some adversity that I choose to go through, not that life throws at me first. So I need to go through it on my terms, and then I can deal with life, whatever happens. So, for example, I would go into an ice bath in the morning, first thing in the morning, as soon as I wake up, probably before I drink my coffee and everything. And guess what? The day isn't bad afterwards, because I've already survived something. And yeah, so I realized that mindset is just, once you do it long enough, once you participate in something so enduring, like trying to become a professional athlete, and you wake up every day and no one knows your name, and you have 5 subscribers on YouTube, and no one can give a shit about you. No one cares. No one cares about the journey, the initial journey, right? Maybe a few people. I say no one cares as in the mass amount of people, because they don't. They don't know who I am, and that's fine. That's how it's supposed to be. That makes the end goal, the feeling of standing there first place on the podium. No one knows who I am. Well, I know who I am. I know where I came from. My family knows where I came from. My friends know what I've been doing, what I put myself through to get there. So yeah, that's my story, and that's I hope that this can translate into someone else's life that watches this, because that's the whole goal of this, to give you my brutally honest opinion about my thoughts, my workouts, my journey, my life. And last thing, let's take another sip, because we made it. One more week down, baby. Journeyman out.